Hi, this is Hans, hope all is well. I'm still going through the footage that we took from our UFO sighting event on Sunday, January 29th, 2017. But today I'm going to show you some of my favorites. I think it was the most amount of unidentified aerial phenomena I've ever seen. The normal is anywhere from 20 to 50. This date brought about 70. I think we had 5 minutes of downtime the entire time. There's been so much rain and cloudy weather on the weekends that it's been difficult to see them. I think in January we saw about 5, and February we saw about 6, and we're kind of spoiled, we want to see more. So I noticed that the weekend of the 29th was going to be beautiful, so we held an impromptu UFO sighting event that day. I'm not sure if we were more excited to see them or they were more excited to show us, but it was fantastic. I want to thank everyone for coming and spending time with us, and I also want to thank Fausto Perez for hosting the event, Daniel Dunas for his incredible footage, Paul for bringing the Inland Empire UFO folks, John Graff and Charles Casey for helping me co-pilot the footage I captured with my telescope. So before I show you this first one, I want to go over a term that we use to describe what we see. This term is called leader. A leader is something that we see up in the sky that will draw your attention. A leader could be a plane, a bird, the moon, balloons, anything that will catch and gain your attention. Now we know that you're not going to be able to videotape everything, but sometimes it's a good idea. What you see is a perfect example. This was a dot in the sky, but when you zoom in on it, it looks like a couple of balloons. Not a big deal. But if it's a leader, it may do something uncharacteristic or something else may end up showing up, like a flyby. This begs the question, do these things want to be seen? I know we're using high-resolution, high-zoom cameras, but are we supposed to be seeing stuff like this? By the way, the flyby that you're watching looks like a balloon. The next term I'd like to talk about is a sinker-swimmer. This is when a fully inflated balloon holds up and carries a flat balloon, which I guess is possible, but when was the last time you looked up in the sky and saw a balloon, much less a dead balloon? If you take a look at the sinkers, a lot of times they'll look extremely strange. Some say that the unusual sinkers are biological entities or anomalies that are merely hitching a ride on a balloon. Abductive reasoning fakes us out, and even the birds will leave them alone because they are connected to a balloon. So I wanted to give a little background on this one before I let it go live. This one was a dot in the sky until I zoomed in on it and it looked like a Buzz Lightyear. So we're making fun of it, and I was actually going to stop recording, but I was reminded that it could be a leader, which it absolutely was. Before I knew it, Buzz was buzzed by an orb flyby. So I started following this orb flyby. Then I see another flyby shoot by this flyby. Now I want you guys to notice that Buzz Lightyear is actually holding not one but 2 swimmer sinkers. Also, notice that the orb flyby is perfectly round, not oblong. There's no drip point, tether tag, tether, nor necktie. This, folks, is an orb. This is technology we don't understand yet. This is captured live with a telescope with my ETX90 with Sony a6000 DSLR. I have it hooked up to my television for all to see live.
Okay, you're right, off to the right.
Oh, there's one right by it. There's one right by it. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Do you get it? Do you get it? There's one right by it.
Go ahead.
Here we go. Do you see it? There's an orb flyby.
I see it. I see it.
You see it? Right on. It was a leader. It was a leader. I need it to clear.
Okay, you're off to the right of the screen. Okay, right there. You're in the middle. That's good.
Am I center?
Yeah.
Right on.
How's the focus? Solid white, but it's cool.
Do we need to change the ISO?
No.
What does it look like? This one totally blew by it. This one totally blew by it.
Right there, still there, huh?
It's a white orb. How's the focus here? I can't.
Do I have it? Is it in the middle?
Okay, I tried to get it right there. Is that
Good job. Good job. Is it clear? Crystal clear?
It looks like it to me, but
I'm gonna zoom it.
okay, zoom it. You're at the top of the screen right now, but zoom it.
Any type of telescope.
Is it crystal clear?
Trying to get.
Am I in the middle?
Trying to get it. No, you're at the bottom of the screen. Come on up. Oh, right there.
It's going far
You're
away.
off to the right.
The big one's getting brighter.
It'll come down for a land.
Right on.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna zoom it. Is it okay?
Yeah, zoom it, please. I need to see it bigger anyway.
Up, up, up. Whoa, whoa. I think there's something else up there. Right next to it. Yes.
Oh shit.
There was something else next to it.
So the buzz or the other thing?
No. To the small one that I got on. Do you see it? Yeah, there's a flyby by the flyby. Lovely.
Flyby by the flyby.
Are we focused?
Yeah. You can come in if
What
you
does
got
it look like?
Right now it looks like a white orb.
Whoa.
Which are cool.
Flyby
You
with
know.
white orb or the flyby the flyby?
They're both Flyby. The original
Don't-
Flyby.
The flyby disappeared.
Okay.
Fly-by square.
How's it focus on that thing? I'm
It's
really.
looking clear.
It's hard to get this one.
Okay.
It's dancing around like a
All
fire.
right, I'm gonna stop. Okay.
The next few videos is footage from Daniel Dunas, who's an amazing UFO capturing specialist. He captured this mini fleet of white objects. When we zoomed in, it looked like a bunch of white balloons because they had tethers. But Daniel kept on taping. For some reason, he was drawn to a quote balloon that didn't have a tether, and a black balloon. When he panned out, he realized that it was a flyby orb. It's just an amazing capture.
I think that's the size of 15. Come left.
Daniel Dunas captures another one that flies by a liter. I measured the pixels it traversed. It traveled 58 feet per second, or approximately 40 miles per hour.
Yes? Is it crystal?
Oh, I just got a flyby.
No, it went up to the right of the screen. Oh, there you are. Now you're. Oop.
Wait, it is far away.
Yeah, it's far. How's the focus?
Coming down here. As long as it looks like a tiny white dot. Am I in?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
You gotta zoom that one because
What does it look like? Zoom?
You need to.
Okay, here we go. Yes?
Yeah, you're in. Come left. Come left. You got the flyby? Danny?
Mm-hmm.
Center. All right.
We got 30 seconds.
Your crystal, John.
Am I?
Yeah.
We got 30 seconds.
It's far. That's far.
This one's far.
Yeah.
This one's very far. Does it have a tether? What does it look like?
No, try to adjust it a little bit.
We got 10 seconds.
Baby. Try it here.
We got 10 seconds. We got 5 seconds. Oh, we lost it.
Here's another one by Daniel. Clearly, it looks like a couple of numbers. The only thing that really stands out to me is that it's carrying a couple of perfectly round balls, which is strange to me. The little mini balloons are typically oblong in shape. I'm hoping you've seen one and think that this is strange also. This is something that should not be overlooked. The other thing that really stands out to me is that the birds seem to be assessing and observing this object. One of the reasons why mimics such as the grasshopper looks like a leaf looks that way because of its predator, like the bird, which is stronger and faster than they are. I'm thinking that this could be a mimic due to the indication of imitation of the balls. I don't think it faked out the birds either. Although the people around me were all looking up in the sky, this one came out of nowhere, so we only got a couple of seconds of this one. It seemed to be a long strand of letters that were attached or glued at the edges. You know, when we call for these things, we ask them to give us a sign that they're here. This one looks like it's been store-bought, but it did display weird characteristics. And then this one shows up a couple minutes later. Now this one definitely looks like a store-bought array, but notice how they're all clustered together. A little bit different from the previous one. The only thing that looks funky to me on this baby one is the thick tether.
You're right. Looks like the Y is dead.
Did Chris come too?
I know, he's gonna go crazy today. The which one? There's 4, it looks like there's 4 letters. Someone spent a lot of money on this one.
So we've seen this next one before. It appears to be a crescent. Although it's a rarity to see during the daytime, this is Venus. You might be able to find a few daylight pictures on the internet, but to capture this on video is even more rare. We verified this capture with this app called Sky Map, which I recommend, and it's free. You can tell that this object is huge because when you zoom in on it, it doesn't get much bigger. Besides the moon, Venus is one of the only planets you could see during the daytime. Venus is 67 million miles away from Earth. Here's another orb we captured. This time it was green. This one we call a neckbreaker because it was seen at the zenith, which is at the highest point directly above us. It had no tether tag, it was completely spherical. You could tell which side was affected by the sun, but notice it had 2 shiny round, quote, eyes looking down the entire time. It was another one that just kind of hung out with us for a while and then sped away. I mean, it was moving so fast I could not keep up with it with my telescope. It was amazing.
Even with mine, it's hard.
It's back on.
Shut right on.
Center.
Hard to catch. So
Talk to me. Can you zoom?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to zoom on that one.
I need to get in there.
it is
Oh,
good.
boy.
I like it.
This is a total neck breaker, man. I'm on my
Keep
knees.
shutting it. God damn it! I can't even get to the gun.
Yeah. Oh crap! Can you even focus? This is
Okay,
beyond.
You went off to the left.
Come to the right.
Whoa!
It keeps shutting off, man.
Whoa! It's totally moving fast. Whoa!
Shutting off and on.
Oh crap! Whoa! Wait a minute! I just lost it. It just went this way.
Your whole thing's shutting down.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Did it shut down?
It just goes
Still
blue.
recording. It's still
Crap!
recording. though.
Crap! But I have to move.
I think
It's over there now.
It's his TV.
Okay, should I shut the recording off?
Yeah, go ahead. And
This
turn it
next one seems to be a malformationer, like someone glued a few balloons together to make some sort of weird configuration. It looks to me like some sort of star bouquet or star cornucopia. I've seen mid-transformation objects, but never before in 2 colors. Anyway, if you could find this one, please let me know. Now, I've seen stuff like this before. I'm going to start looking through some of my video archives, but I noticed that some of these round balloons with white polka dots carry these undescribable metallic artifacts. I mean, look at it. It looks like some sort of pop balloon, a letter or a number? What is this? How come we see crazy things like this? This is another one that just kind of came out of nowhere. Now, if you look real close, you'll see that this thing is deflated. I once shot an 8 balloon with my BB gun. It took about 30 seconds to hit the ground. When it hit the ground, it still looked full. This one probably shouldn't be flying. Also, tethers are heavy enough to be affected by gravity, which makes it point down. But notice how this one points up. It looks like it's unaffected by gravity. This object maintained its height, slowly crossing the sky from left to right or east to west. For those who think that this is normal and think that this is some sort of updraft, try to duplicate this. I think it's telling us something. Are you listening?
It's trying to be a number or a letter. Okay, so it might be morphing.
Well, the ones I've seen, they're so little.
Might be morphing.
It's moving pretty fast. I'm gonna zoom it.
All right, go ahead. I'm going the other way. Come center, come right. What's that on top? Is that? Yeah, but the tether. Unless is your image inverted because the tether's going straight up.
No,
The tether's going straight up.
no, it's not inverted that way. It's inverted right to left, left to right.
Okay, because the tether was going sideways. It was going up and then it's going sideways.
This last one was something we saw within our field of vision, but the moment we were able to capture it on video, it started moving away. As it started moving away, we noticed small orbs that accompanied or escorted it. It's another totally cool one.
Okay, shit.
Here we go.
Center. Come down, come left, center.
Oh!
Center. It's far, isn't it, huh?
It's very far.
Center. There were 2, dude. There's 2.
There's one right behind you.
Yeah, dude, you're getting them both in frame, too. One's farther away than the other. It's lighter.
What?
Yeah.
They're not connected?
No.
What?
No.
It's just trading it.
Center. Come up. Come right a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay,
I can
center.
only see one, you guys.
There's two.
The other one is really faint, but it's right behind it.
Yeah,
There's only... We're not supposed to see the other one.
Center. You know what? Yeah, center.
Yeah.
They're moving in tandem over there.
Yeah.
It only looks like there's one.
The second one's in frame though.
We're recording and we're
You'll
crystal.
see it.
They're hanging out together?
Yeah.
Center.
So I wanted to thank you for watching, and I wanted to leave you with this. When you see something real and don't believe your eyes, it means that your emotions are more important than facts. At this point, you're protecting your ego and beliefs and denying reality. And for those who do believe their eyes, people sometimes won't believe something that won't entertain the truth because they fear the truth. You have to realize that sometimes beliefs keep us from looking further into or investigating a subject. Keep your eyes to the sky, join LA UFO channel, and please come to our UFO sighting event so you could see UFOs with your own eyes. We'll see you next time.